All around the world, people are wasting hours of their time, fuel and money, stuck in their cars.
I do get pretty frustrated with just sitting there.
There's like certain days that I just won't drive in just because the traffic is just insane.
If one little thing happens on the bridge, then everything is messed up.
Here in San Francisco, a new way of sharing travel information is on trial.
Over 5,000 people in the Bay Area of California are taking part in an experiment that takes GPS readings from their mobile phones and transforms them into instant traffic information. It's called Mobile Millenium, and I'm on my way to Berkeley to meet a young woman who's helping to test the technology. This is Anu Sridharan, a businesswoman and brand new driver who's using Mobile Millenium to help her navigate the city.
So how long have you been driving, Anu, then?
Actually, it's kind of weird because I'm 22, but I kind of only got my license last year, like the day before I had to start work. You don't really realize how much you stress out when you're driving until you're actually driving and you have to get to a meeting on time because you don't think about it. But then you have to get to this meeting and you're like, oh my God, there's traffic. What do I do? Am I even going to make it there on time, you know?
The answer to Anu's dilemma might be as simple as switching on her mobile phone. Mobile Millenium works by collecting GPS data anonymously from thousands of mobile phones on the move in the city. It calculates where the phones are and how fast they're traveling, then broadcasts the information back as a real-time traffic flow map.
If there's a blockage, you'll be able to see it actually. Like yesterday, there was a huge blockage on the 24. So we actually just exited and took the side streets instead.
Because Mobile Millenium works on a normal mobile phone network, it could one day remove the costly exercise of digging up roads and laying down traffic sensors. To find out more, I'm on my way to meet the man whose inspiration brought this idea to life. This is Quinn Jacobson from the Nokia Research Center.
I mean, I realized, years ago that there's no reason I should be on the highway and be surprised by traffic up ahead, because all these other people up ahead know exactly what the traffic conditions are like. And the whole goal of this project is to build a system where people can share what they see while they're driving, so that every user benefits from the collective knowledge we're getting from all the other users. In the future, if it's integrated into your calendar, ideally what I'd like it to do is I can tell what time I want to be home. It should be able to monitor the traffic conditions for me and tell me when to leave. And that's really what we're working towards.
To make Quinn's idea a reality, Nokia partnered with the mathematical brains at UC Berkeley. This is Alex Bayan, Professor of Systems Engineering.
So green indicates free flow. That means traffic conditions are fairly smooth. There is little traffic on the road. You should expect your driving time to be as normal, but you can see these places which are congested here, and that's indicated by yellow, and when it's really bad, by red, and potentially it could even get black. And that means that basically this is a situation in which you're bumper to bumper and traffic is really not moving very smoothly.
Talk me through how it works, how you use this phone.
Okay, so basically the first thing I do is I get in the car and then I kind of turn it on just to see like my route, and I can figure out from there which freeways I want to take and how I want to get there.
Anu is an ideal candidate to be testing the technology.
The prefabricated home is actually going to roll in right here.
Working for a building business, she drives to 3 or 4 construction sites on a typical day and uses Mobile Millenium to help find the quickest, least congested route.
Well, I work at a startup, so I need to get from point A to point B as fast as I can. And the more places I can visit, the more leads we can generate, the more business we can do. So basically, it's essential.
Kevin Neely is a commuter who's been testing Mobile Millenium as part of his everyday routine.
Well, a good day driving is 15 to 20 minutes.
And on a bad day?
A bad day can be 45 to a little over an hour.
How's the road looking?
The 101 has a lot of red on it. So that means I'll probably take the light rail. I am pretty lucky because I have an option to either drive to work or take the public transportation light rail. And so I make the decision based on what Mobile Millenium tells me.
So is this the future? To find out, I'm going to speak to the people at Navtech, the leading provider of navigation and traffic services in the US.
Imagine the 300 million cell phones in the United States. Every one of them can be a collector for real-time traffic data, and then for us to distribute it in real time back out to travelers on the highway. 28% of carbon emissions come from vehicles. That if we can reduce the amount of time a vehicle is on the road, we can reduce that number. So it's kind of like good for the planet, good for all of us.
I've definitely found that navigating around San Francisco is a whole lot easier with mobile Millenium loaded onto my phone.
The results from this trial have been pretty promising and may lead to mobile Millenium expanding its coverage and becoming a fully fledged service in the future. Mobile Millenium is all about informing travellers better, and if this succeeds in cutting carbon emissions, saving time spent on the road and reducing stress levels, it could seriously transform our experience of road travel in the future.